EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, check.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
First down.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, come on, now.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo. 55. Hey, eat. I got you, boy. I got you. 5. 55 to Mike. General West. Check tight.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming. Kill. Protein spill. Hey, orbit. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go. Mike's 5-4.
Prescott on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. It's caught by Bryant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Target.
A shotgun snap for Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, watch the leg. Smooth. 55 is my guy, 55. Go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Throwing again on second down. Hill, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Pilot, 64, you go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, wahoo! Hit it.
From the gun, here's Hill. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Let's go.
At the 25-yard line.
Check. 80 weapon. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
To throw again on second down. Hill, he gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be second down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
To throw once more on second and 10. Hill looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it'll bring up third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Saints 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, it's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Shoot.
Hill looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Hill on first down and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Got it.
Brings up 2nd
Check
and
Mike
2.
54. Mike 54. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. Hey, Haywood. Baby, you gonna get this. You're all right. 54 is Mike. Now. Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Prescott. This to Jarwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, fellas.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check.
Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Saints take over
Get
first
ready,
and
get
10
ready, get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
10 logo.
Off of play action, Hill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the 29, Hill, complete. Smith has it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Elliott on 1st down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
He's going to let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing again. Hill. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Toss play, Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hill. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Back to throw, Hill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Hill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Hill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kenyon Drake, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Hill. Thomas has got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 55. Here we go. Here we go. Get it.
Throwing again is Hill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. To throw is Hill. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cowboys, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.